According to a recent relevant study, the employment of women in European construction industry, employing 14.8 million workers and contributing to 10.4% of the GDP, is constantly low, with average participation of 4.6%. Can you imagine it? Only 5% of the building industry is being engaged by the female population. Welcome to another episode of Stripping Architecture, a platform where we strip architecture to see the hidden messages, the life, and the stories behind it. As you know, in Stripping Architecture, we're simply stripping the architecture in different methods and ways. This episode will be actually a continuation of the previous episode about the attractive ladies in the ads for the building industry, where in this part we'll be shortly try to explain and to analyze how does actually the marketing in the ad world works in the building construction sector. So according to the study, it says that actually the construction sector is being dominated by the men. The question comes, who creates the ads, for who these ads are being created, and where is this going?
But one side remark, during study here or even back home, you see actually in architecture especially there are a lot of girls, I would say 70% of the class are girls, women.
Yes,
talk, friends, you talk, and then more than 50% of them, they say, I will study architecture, but I will never work in construction.
Yes.
Which is a bit also special. Is it like a social pressure? You have to finish your diploma and then move on.
I see what you say. So I also, during my studies, there was majority was female and was girls. But on the end, still today we see how there is women are entering the world of architecture. But I agree, there is a hidden message, unwritten law that still, and what you say maybe is the social pressure, that still women are not they're not supposed to go and get their hands dirty on the construction sites. Happens, but what we see every day on the streets and on the construction sites, we as active architects, we don't see them much there, and maybe here the problem comes, where this in order to show how we are looking at this through a fun way, to portray and to give a short critic about the building industry. We're using this sketch here, which you will now see it on the screen. Here we can see that again, the sector, the building industry and the construction industry is still being dominated by male. It looks like male and men are just making ads that are interesting and that are attractive just again to the people who they are serving, again male or men.
This is maybe one reason where they feel guilty. That's the guilt of there are too little women in this sector. Maybe we should boost it by engaging them. How? That's again stereotype, women models. Yeah, why not? Ads very easy, no dust.
Yeah.
And here we kind of
Yes, true. So this is the
maybe it's a way of, that's our way of stripping. Stripping doesn't mean there is right or wrong. It's one way of seeing it.
Yes.
For sure.
Our point in stripping architecture is to strip the things and to give critique in the fun and simple way, and it's just one perception. This is one perception how we see the things, and here is, for example, the second perception. Today, with all the cookie settings and with all the algorithmic researches, we're on a daily basis, 24/7, we're being analyzed by all the research engines, how we think, what we think. And they're measuring our emotions and they're measuring our behavior, but very often it happens that our behaviors are just being provoked, artificially provoked, and then they're measured. So in a way, even when they're measuring our needs and thoughts and behaviors, they're still not natural, they're just provoked. So in this place we see this tall building of some industry, metaphorically speaking, where you have where the men again human are being stimulated by the campaign that's on the tower, and then their behavior is being measured, sent to this antenna tower, where the antenna tower is sending the signals measured to the satellite, and the satellite is sending them back to the tower. So
this is what you mean by also how they extract it from here, not just emotion that we are backed with chips or something. No, it's like you see some nice ads, you Google it, or you look it on whatever, any platform in the social media. There you get like tracked, you know.
Yes.
This is a way of, which is true. Like they get data over you, but with emotions, because you are provoked, and your chemistry is not natural 100%.
Exactly. That's
not because it's like whatever sexy lady or something there. No, it's like this is what the Black Mirror era we live in.
So that's why we should be very careful that whenever we see certain ads and campaigns, especially on all these social platforms, so-called social platforms, we should be careful that there is actually no clear purpose of you being informed or to be gender equal or to be something. No, it's all about just selling you the product and measuring our behaviors, which sadly enough often they're being artificially produced. So that will be just like a short close-up on the previous episodes about ladies in the architecture magazines, actually about the ads in the architecture magazines and building industry. With this we're closing this subject, but as you know, we are inviting you to share your opinion and comments about this. Tell us if you like the sketches, if you don't like them. This is how we are thinking about to strip the architecture, and this is how we're going to be stripping the architecture and other methods. Feel free to send us also different sketches in case you have something or different things that you've been thinking of. And as always, so follow us on the social media at The Strip Architects, link always here, I mean just the name of it, and feel free to subscribe, and see you in the next episode. Thank you very much. See you.
Yep. Bye.